Nobody's saying that the stock prices are the right criterion for judging economic policy. Orrin and I completely agree that what happens to the middle class is what's crucial. However, when you cause financial markets to gyrate in a way that is where there are only three compares, the 1987 crash, the pandemic, and the 2008 financial crisis, and you do that not because of some external event, but because of the rhetoric of the President of the United States and the threats of the President of the United States, you're making a pretty big mistake. When you cause the consensus judgment of economists to be that the main hope for avoiding recession is a policy reversal, you're making a pretty egregious error. When even the leading intellectual in favor of the president's approach, Orrin, thinks it's been done in a blunderbuss way with much too rapid increases in tariffs, much too much uncertainty created, you're doing things in an inept way. And you pointed out something very important, Fareed, in your comment, that it's not making it better when you start giving an exemption here and an exemption there. It's introducing all kinds of corruption into the system. It's introducing what economists call rent seeking, where it's hugely advantageous for people to be friends of the first family, hugely advantageous for people to hire lobbyists. So the big boom that's being created here is in crony capitalism. I'm all for the middle class. Judging policies by what happens to the middle class is exactly right. But when you tank their sentiment worse than it's been tanked in 20 years, you're not looking out for the middle class. When you make inflation higher expectations even than it was during the Biden stimulus, you're not looking out for the middle class. So this is the worst self-inflicted wound through economic policy since the Second World War. It's wrong on competitiveness, wrong on unemployment, wrong on inflation, wrong on uncertainty. The best thing we can hope for is that people start to see sense and reverse these errors. There are important things to do for manufacturing. For example, semiconductors are probably the most sensitive industry in the world, and this administration has destroyed the CHIPS program, which was investing in building capacity in manufacturing. So let's assume that we want to support manufacturing. There is no reason to believe that this program will be other than counterproductive, especially since it especially burdens our manufacturing teammates, Canada and Mexico, from its design. With respect to getting people attention, look, Fareed, if you punch your erstwhile friend in the face, you will get their attention. They might even suck up to you a little bit for a little while so you don't do it again. But you will have lost a friend for a very long time. You will have driven them into the arms of your adversaries, and I don't think you'll end up getting better deals from them. There is a winner in what's being pursued. I'm sorry to say it, but the person who has a really artful deal here is Xi Jinping and China, who is seeing scope for influence, scope for new markets, scope to displace the United States of a kind they could not have imagined as a result of the policies that we are pursuing.
头告诉大家，我最近发现了新法宝 Royal Face 逆时奇迹系列，它有活肤露、全效精华，还有精华霜。尤其我皮肤比较偏干，所以我非常的注重保湿。保湿做得好，肌肤自然烹润。提亮肤色更年轻，抚平皱纹超有感，而且气色变好。用心保养，每天都更美丽。美吧。